Hi Nicola, I'm just going to show you where I've got up to so far. I've been looking at the lesson template this week quite a bit. It's been quite challenging, been a few problems I've had to overcome. So you'll see in Connect I've created the Connect tutors call in GCSE like we said we were going to do. Just tidied this area up a bit. Down here we've got the new lesson template that I've been working on, and I've only managed to get pages 1 and 2 done at the moment. So if we look at page 1 firstly, see it's pretty much like the first one, apart from the lesson activities are divided up differently. Default is 3, and at the moment they just have this blue sort of background colour and border. Now the good thing about how I set it up is this can be changed, so I can add more styling to it, but if I did that it would change across all of the lessons where it was used. So that's an advantage of using classes in an external CSS style sheet. Okay, page 2 is very much based on how it looked in the original one, but I've obviously not used tables. Again, the styling can be changed a bit to make it look a bit more attractive. The next bits are how they were, so I've not had a chance to look at the final one yet, but I will. If we look at editing the pages, this is where it's probably a little bit different. So if we look at page 1, okay, so the lesson plan, it's always a good idea to go into full screen mode here. So if you're a tutor come to look at this, you'd see this in the HTML editor, basically the learning objectives, which are a list. So you can simply delete these or add as you'd like. So just simply type, press return, that will number your learning objectives. Fairly straightforward there. Okay, slightly different is how these lesson activities work. You see we've got 3 there. You can edit this text obviously just by clicking, so it could be activity 1, 100, and you could change the description there, enter the objectives in, so you can basically edit that how you want. Now if there's more lesson activities you want to add, what you can simply do is click in the area, and then there is at the bottom in the path you'll see there is div copy lesson activity list. Okay, if you select that, that selects that activity, and then Control C to copy and paste it in with Control V. Okay, you see that's actually added an extra row there. So really simple just to add an extra row. You could then edit that. Okay, similarly if you wanted to delete activities, click in the area, go down to the path, select the div copy lesson activity, then hit delete, and you'll see that that deletes a whole activity row. So just rather than using tables, this is a more standardized way to add rows with a background, and again this styling can be changed to make it look a bit nicer. So one thing I've added is on the HTML editor, I put this preview button in, which allows you to see how it would look. Okay, so that could be quite useful rather than having to save it each time. We'll come out of that and quickly look at the next page. Okay, if we go and edit that, this is very simple. We go into the editor, and it's just simply a list where you can add the learning outcomes. So 1, 2, so just type them in like that. That's all we need to do there. Again, not using tables. Save that page. If we preview, there we go, we can see lesson 1, well, template 1. And then similar to the old template, we're not using tables.